meteorologist John Scalzi.
78-degree air temperature. We have a dew point value coming in at 76. Feels pretty sticky outside, I'd say. We have a feels like temperature already at 81 degrees, and we are headed to a very warm, humid afternoon. Thanks to a southerly wind flow, we'll put in a 40% chance of showers this morning along the coastline by about 9 a.m. this morning. Before then, around this time, about a 30% chance that a shower could pop up. These will be light showers for the most part. Not out of the question that you couldn't get an isolated thunderstorm, but that's not going to be the character of most of the storms that form. Light, brief showers moving onshore, wetting the roadways enough to make them slick, but not enough to wash off the oils. So that makes them a little more dangerous, perhaps, because we've had a long time now when we haven't had much in the way of any rainfall along the coastline. So those oils on the road surfaces have built up. As we head into the afternoon, the rain shower chance shifts into inland areas, and it becomes greater. That's where the bigger storms will be located later on this afternoon in inland locations, and they'll be drifting further and further away from the coastline, leaving the coast this afternoon. Pretty quiet, I think. You see all the activity that has been ongoing. We've had some moisture that has sunk south over the last 24 hours, increasing the available moisture for shower and thunderstorm activity across the entire peninsula, really. Right now, everything's pretty quiet, really, across the area, except for right along the coast. We have one lone shower off the coast of Anna Maria. Plus, we have one shower that's located just to the west of Pine Island. But again, this is a thunderstorm, and it's really not going to impact most of us here on the Sun Coast. Over the Skyway Bridge, we have some light to very moderate rainfall. Watch for that if you're traveling over the Skyway Bridge from south to north over the course of the next 15-20 minutes or so. There could be some slippery roads there. Otherwise, things are pretty quiet on the Sun Coast with a mix of sun and clouds as dawn breaks. We're looking at a temperature that'll pretty rapidly move into the 80s and then eventually near 90 by the time we hit lunchtime. We have this trough of low pressure. This is going to be kind of a persistent feature over the next several days. It's going to lead to unsettled weather from really New York City all the way down through the mid-Atlantic into the deep south. It also effectively pushes this high-pressure ridge south of us, and that gives us this westerly wind flow. The westerly wind flow is important because it takes the showers and thunderstorms and brings them near our coastline during the morning hours, but then by afternoon, everything kind of shifts inland, and the other coast will be the favored location for the heavier rainfall and more persistent rain shower and thunderstorm activity this afternoon. It also means that during the time of maximum heating, we don't get a lot of cooling from the showers, and consequently, we're going to stay warm over the next several days. Forecast for today looks like this: better rain chances. Strongest storms will be inland. And the good news is the tropics are pretty quiet. We've got some African Saharan dust in the air that's kind of stabilizing the atmosphere in the tropics. We've got some upper level winds that are hostile to shower and thunderstorm development. So all of those things combining together to produce the next 5 days of pretty tranquil tropical weather. We got these showers that are along the coastline during the morning hours. As I mentioned, those move into inland areas, become more numerous and stronger, and then head off toward the other coast where they will be the focus for afternoon activity. Leaves the coastline kind of quiet, though, with a westerly wind flow. We'll continue to watch that be the case for the next several days. If you look at the amount of moisture available for precipitation over the next several days, it's humid, indicated here by red, across the entire peninsula currently. But as we head into the weekend, some drier air is going to work its way in. So I think by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll reduce our rain chances just a little bit. For boating, southwest wind at about 10 knots. Look for a daytime high today of about 92. We'll keep that daytime high for several days in a row. By Friday, we'll start to reduce the rain chance a little bit. And I think we'll be able to reduce it right straight through the weekend as well, with a 30 to 40% chance of rain. Next work week, pretty typical for this time of year.